Welcome to This and That FC. My name is Musa, and alongside me are Samran, Robel, Diri. So, we're going to start off by introducing ourselves, starting off by the boy, Samran.
Before I get into a little bit about myself, This and That FC is like an idea that Musa came up with. It's a podcast about soccer from a fan perspective. We're fans first, analysts second, but we're massive watchers of the game. A lot of EPL fans here, Bayern Munich fan, Robel. But I hope the purpose of the podcast is to get to the listeners good preview, good analysis, good fun talk, hype debates about the sport of football. We love it. We watch it every weekend together sometimes, all the time. So yeah, and to start off, I'm Samran, as you said. I'm a university student. That's second. I'm a massive Arsenal fan. Been riding with my North London homies since about 2002, 2003. Saw the Invincible run. Lost my mind. Can't remember it. I was a fan in India. Came to Canada. Still a fan. Probably will always be a fan. So yeah, that's a little bit about myself. Robel.
I want to start off my introduction by first saying we are who we are. Mia San Mia, the iconic slogan of the best team in the world, in my opinion, Bayern Munich. Now, you're probably listening to the only Bayern fan in Ottawa. Maybe, who knows, even Canada. First, I want to say how you guys doing. I'm Robel, as you've heard before. And all I got to say is run with us or run from us. We are pure, we are dedicated, and we do it right. I hope to be able to transform all of our listeners into diehard Bavarian fans, because I guarantee you that you won't ever be disappointed. Now I'm going to give it to one of our analysts, Deary.
Hey guys, my name is Deary. Fan of the greatest English club in the world, Liverpool Football Club. Been a fan ever since around 2002, ever since those days of Michael Owen and Emil Heskey link-up days. Seen Istanbul, seen the downtimes, you know.
The slip.
The slip.
Yeah, okay, I get it. But let me just say, this is our season. And remember this, we will win this season.
Hold on, what did Gerrard say in the huddle before the slip?
Let's leave that till later, guys. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'll just pass it along to my friend Musa.
Alright, well, I'm Chelsea fan, the greatest English team of all time, of course.
Sure.
I don't care about the history because we don't live in the past, we live in the present and the future, and that's Chelsea Football Club. And don't give me any of that Man City is the future or the present or any of that stuff. Liverpool got their glory, it's over. United, as we've seen the past few seasons, they're done. Arsenal has never had a successful season or history or past or present except for the undefeated season.
Wow.
So
I guess Henry never
who is the
existed.
color, and that's how it is. So before we get into the topics, I just want to say follow us on all our social media pages, which is Instagram, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Twitter, of course, and visit our website at thisandthatfc.com. So for the topics we're going to be discussing today, we're going to break down a few Premier League games this upcoming weekend, along with a La Liga game, a Bundesliga game, Serie A game, and of course a huge Champions League week that's coming up. So we'll start off with the Premier League with Arsenal at Old Trafford.
Yo.
Being the Arsenal fan, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't know where to start. I'll set it up first. The last time we won a game at Old Trafford, we meaning Arsenal, was in 2006. That was almost 8 years ago, right? No, 10 years ago. 10 years ago, what I'm saying. What am I saying? And the team, we don't have one guy on that team, from that team that's still on our team.
Wow. What does that say about your team, though?
It's been a massive transformation, right?
It's crazy.
That was our first year at Emirates. So just to lay it down, like, this is a must-win game for me, I feel. Especially with Chelsea, Liverpool, and Man City on such a good form. Especially Liverpool, of course.
It'll also send a message, though.
Exactly. The thing is, from Manchester United perspective, they're 3-4 points behind us.
3 points, yeah.
And they're 6th or 7th right now. With the win, they can catch up to 4th or 5th and be back in the mix.
That loss will hurt a lot, especially to you, especially if Liverpool and Chelsea end up winning.
And the thing is, what I'm thinking is, from me being shook is, or me being scared is, because Bellerin's out, and they got Martial and Rashford on the wings.
I've heard a lot of analysts talking about how Martial could expose
Carl Jenkinson,
Jenkinson most likely, expose that spot. I really think he's gonna do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
He could be the player to watch for sure.
It for sure, and also I hope like the players rally around the Mourinho versus Wenger thing and really try to defend.
That's probably the biggest headline actually for. It seems like the managers are gonna be actually bigger than the game.
Yeah, for sure.
Actually,
That's how it is always when Mourinho's involved.
that's
Yeah.
the thing.
Especially
Mourinho's
if
personality is just.
Mourinho versus Wenger and their history.
But I haven't heard any mind games this week from Mourinho yet.
They asked Wenger whether he's gonna shake Mourinho's hand. Actually,
What was that reply?
and he's like, "Of course, he's got to keep it. I have to keep it professional." Wenger's that's just that. He was very seems like a very
He wasn't
humble.
that humble last year when he pushed.
When he pushed him down, huh?
Yeah, that was probably one of the few times Wenger.
I've never seen him lose his
Yeah.
cool that way.
I was gonna say that, but like other than the side things about the game itself is gonna be for me in the middle of the park. Pogba versus Coughlin is the matchup I'm looking out for. If Coughlin can really like neutralize this guy with his tackles, like what do you guys think about Coughlin? He's a dynamic tackler, right?
I think he's breaking out this season. I
Yeah.
think he's really showing his, especially in the final third. I've seen some stat like he's one of the leaders in the final third passing. Like he's up there in pass percentage in the final third.
For sure.
And, like getting forward these days, he's looking more comfortable on the ball. Getting forward, he's looking pretty good.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see if Carzolo's gonna play at all.
Nah, he's out.
He's out for sure.
100%. 100%.
So maybe we could look at Shaka and the impact he could have with his long range passing ability, tackling ability.
Question is to you: is Mourinho parking the bus 100%? Is
To
the
be
Greyhound
honest-
coming?
To be honest, it's really difficult to see if he's gonna park the bus because he really needs the win.
Yes.
And seeing how Bellerin's out, why would you park the bus if there's an obvious weakness in the opposition team?
Yeah.
And it's all based on the central midfield for Arsenal. To be honest,
Yeah.
If he decides to play Ramsey, then Mourinho's gonna counterattack all day.
But then Man U's missing center backs. No Eric Bailly.
And no Smalling?
Smalling.
Then who's gonna play?
That's the thing.
Blind and Rojo.
Blind and say maybe Rojo, maybe even.
No, I think
Phil
Phil
Jones?
Jones.
Yo, it
gonna
could be a
start.
bloodbath. If
That's what I'm saying. Alexis Sanchez could thrive,
yeah.
And Ozil.
Whoa.
and Ozil as well. Yeah.
What if Mourinho goes back to what he said a couple of weeks ago about Pogba being an elite central back?
Man, that would be the most exciting thing I've seen in the whole season. That'd be
That
such a
would-
troll.
What is Pogba doing there if he's being played as a center back?
But yo, my
What
friend,
is he doing?
you guys know, my big Man U friend. He told me he wants to see Pogba not as a number 10, but as an 8. You guys agree with that?
So as a Scholes.
As sitting back more. Like, what's his best position right now?
Right now, in the past year since Pirlo and Vidal left, his last few years at Juventus, he became more attacking.
Yeah.
But I feel like as a central midfield type of, it's kind of like a Xavi role,
Okay, yeah.
or maybe like a Moussa Dembele, a guy who can dribble every now and then, but should be sitting back because his value at sitting back is so great. So
But we saw what Dembele did against Arsenal.
We did,
Yeah.
but at the same time, we know what Pogba offers. Who else in their midfield offers what he does? Who can do what he does at an elite level like that? They have players that can sit back.
Here's
Though.
a player that's been underrated. And I feel like he's one of the best at his position in the Premier League. Andre Herrera. That guy is a workhorse.
Would you rather have Ander Herrera doing the dirty work and Pogba going up, or vice versa?
To be honest,
Wouldn't you rather have with his shooting ability, his
here's the
dribbling
thing,
ability, and his passing ability to move forward, while Ander Herrera, like you said, is a hard worker? Wouldn't you rather have him track back and do all the dirty work, kind of like have that Vidal-esque role?
but here's the thing with what you're asking is unacceptable for a manager. A manager wants his players to go up and go back at all times.
Of course.
One person sit back, of course, for the other, but that's just based on the situation. Both Andre Herrera and Paul Pogba can go up and can sit back. If they can just communicate with each other about when to go up or when to stay back, I think they can.
If Mourinho could just find that balance, I know Mourinho sometimes has trouble between picking. I feel like it's the third. I feel like Pogba has a guaranteed spot. It seems like Ander Herrera has secured that second midfield spot. Now it seems like it's between Fellaini
And Carrick.
and Carrick.
Yeah.
Now Carrick has been having.
Fellaini's gonna get the start. I
But it
think.
seems like I believe that Fellaini could get the start over Carrick, but I feel like
Carrick has been
playing very well.
very well the last few games, and it's obvious that with him playing, they're much better, and the midfield's more controlled.
Yeah, he can dictate the tempo of the game. Much like Paul Scholes and
We've heard all the backlash about Fellaini. So, thing is, the question I want to ask you guys is, why do you guys think Fellaini constantly gets to start under any manager? It seemed under Van Gaal he was
baffles me.
He was being scrutinized under Van Gaal, and now he's being scrutinized under Mourinho, and still week in, week out, he manages to get the start.
He's a tree, man. I don't know.
I think people don't give him enough credit, to be honest. I know he doesn't look like he knows what he's doing out like on the pitch, but sometimes he actually does the right work, but no one notices it. Of course, he's being targeted by everybody, just like Mourinho is being targeted by everybody.
Don't you think he's being targeted rightfully so? In terms of soccer is a result-based sport, and Mourinho hasn't been getting the results he's supposed to.
But Mourinho has been targeted for the past 5-6 years. It's not nothing new.
Yeah, I mean, if you win that much as Mourinho did with Chelsea early, he's going to be targeted. Like
just like every single non-Bayern Munich, non-Barca fan, and non-Man City fan right now hates on Pep Guardiola because all his achievements came under two perfect teams.
Mm-hmm.
So Mourinho is always being attacked. So the fact that he starts Fellaini gives fans even more incentive to attack both Mourinho and Fellaini at the same time.
Sometimes in that sense, I understand where you're coming from because we don't know what's going on in the dressing room as well, right?
Yeah.
We don't know how they're doing in training, the relationship between the manager, whether they actually want to work as hard as they can. So anything that happens, we don't know as fans exactly what happens in the dressing room. So
Yeah.
he obviously knows more about the players than we do. But if he's playing the players that he wants to play and he's not getting results, then it's on him.
You can't blame managers after a certain extent because these guys are world class players at the end of the day.
I understand, but at the same time, if these world class players don't produce and you keep playing them week in week out, then whose fault is it? You're the manager,
right? For playing them, yeah.
It's manager's fault for playing them. If you're not getting the results, then as a manager, switch up players, try something new. When Van Gaal tried something new with Marcus Rashford, look what happened, right?
But,
He was forced to do that.
so let me ask you something though. So say Paul Pogba was having a 10-game run of doing absolutely nothing. You would think that Mourinho needs to bench him, right? But now Mourinho has the idea of, we bought 100 million. How are we gonna bench 100 million pound?
But that's where literally your swagger, your clout as a manager just
But
comes
here's
into
the thing,
play.
if you decide to bench him, how do you know Paul Pogba's ego isn't gonna?
Yeah.
It's not gonna bother the relationship between the manager and the player. And then when he decides to put him back on, he's not gonna wanna play.
Give 100% and everything.
As a player, though, that mostly affects you. It doesn't really affect the manager. When you don't play, you lose value as a player.
Yeah, but like, see Paul Pogba. How old is Paul Pogba right now?
23?
23.
Yeah.
24, yeah. Still young.
Still young. Yeah, and probably hasn't matured as you can see from all his social media activities. So,
Dab King, right?
Getting benched, I think, will be the worst thing for in terms of a player like Paul Pogba.
Now that you bring that up, I remember it was a couple weeks ago when Zlatan had that horrendous game. Was it against Burnley?
Yeah.
When they had all those shots on target, people were
Exactly.
there was a little bit of noise about starting to bench Ibrahimovic. Does Mourinho have the cojones to really bench Ibra?
But luckily this time Ibra is out for this game.
Yeah, it seems like he's
Wayne
out.
Rooney hat trick. God no.
Huh?
He's doubtful as well.
Oh yeah.
He's
Yeah,
doubtful
so-
as well.
So
It seems like they don't have much of an
I feel
attacking
like that
threat.
could be a very good outcome for Manchester United, being able to play both Rashford and Martial.
Yeah,
As
they
well
could
as
explore-
Lingard?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
that could be something to watch out for
even
sure.
though there is some little there's only little experience between them three, but I still think they can manage to win something. What do you think?
I'm like at the end of the day, I think the game's gonna come down to which team dictates. Like if you score first, the game's gonna go in your favor because the other team will have to adjust. My feeling is Arsenal's it's gonna be a draw, 1-1 or 2-2. But I'll take
the loss
that.
of Bellerin is huge though. You have
That's
to
what I'm saying. That's why we'll sit back more. Jenkins, we won't have the right side's not gonna be ours anymore. Walcott's gonna have to play defensive more to cover Jenkinson.
100%, and without Walcott making those runs, getting in behind defenders, he's been having a good season. So it's gonna really hurt Arsenal offensively.
That's why I think it's a tie game for my money.
It's gonna put a lot more pressure on Sanchez and Ozil to pretty much fulfill that superstar status that they have.
Yeah. So what are the predictions we're going with right now?
I said tie game.
I have Arsenal winning. Their form has been incredible lately, so I have them winning. Maybe a 2-1 win. Very close game, however.
Yeah, I'll go with Rebel on that 2-1. Should be close.
Respect, man.
As a previous Chelsea fan, I believe in Jose Mourinho and his history with Arsene Wenger. I think he's gonna get the win somehow. Even at
It's time for Arsene to break that duck.
Jose
It's time.
Mourinho's worst season with Chelsea that got sacked still managed to get the win over Arsenal, so he'll pull something out. Moving on to the next game, Liverpool against Southampton.
The Red Men. Let's get it.
Being a Liverpool fan, what do you think of the game?
feel like it's another W in the bag. Although we're quite hurting because Coutinho's coming back late and he's been playing 2 games. He played 2 games with Brazil and his fitness is he's probably going to be worn out after that long trip. Whereas Firmino, he didn't get much minutes, so he's going to be more fresh. Although we had Lallana who had that injured calf injury. I don't know, we're still waiting the scan, but in a useless friendly against Spain, I don't know why they would play such top level players and not give a chance to say like players like fringe players like say Lingard in them. So we're gonna be without them, but it's not an issue. Genie's gonna come in back in the midfield with Hendo and
why not?
Emre Can, and we're gonna have Sturridge up front possibly, or it might be Divock. And
what are you most afraid of from Southampton?
like always, since we're lacking in height, of course set pieces. Ward-Prowse on the ball, it's lethal. You know, his set piece deliveries A1. And then you have players like Van Dijk, Font, Charlie Austin
Charlie
coming
Austin
onto
could
the
be very dangerous. Yeah,
exactly, man. He's been hot.
He's been in form.
So
Yeah.
you think Milner's gonna get the start over Moreno, or?
Moreno had a really good game though.
Well, Moreno's been he's been one of the best performers in training lately. So I don't know. Milner, I think should be fit though.
Was it against Crystal Palace that Moreno started?
I believe so. Yeah.
And he played.
We had Moreno start that game, and he played very well.
He played very well.
Yeah,
I remember. Yeah. So he really wants to fight back for his
Yeah,
position.
kept his composure too. He got an early yellow, but still stayed on the
Played
pitch.
very well. Yeah.
But yeah, I think Milner should retain his spot though. I feel like, but
And to be honest, like, are you guys, how's the set piece stress? Like, that's the biggest thing, right? Against Southampton, Van Dijk and Austin on the corners.
lately we've been getting better though. We've been the one dishing out the goals on set pieces. Seen that Crystal Palace game we
Joel
had,
Matip's header.
and Lovren's header as well.
He needed that header. To
Yeah, I
get,
know.
to
Yeah,
come
because
back
he had
from that
the
nightmare.
disastrous own goal, right?
But like, I'm liking this back four so far. We could get an extra centered back.
I feel like that's pretty much what you're missing. I feel like you just need another center back piece,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe a left back as well. A left back and a center back, maybe to complete.
And
the
a cover on the right wing for
And
when Mane leaves for Africa and Cup of Nations, right?
that's
probably gonna happen because that's gonna be an issue down the line.
Mhm.
But do you think Firmino and Coutinho could fill that wing position and have bring Sturridge in, so that won't be too much of a problem?
Yeah, we could definitely see that. Divock sometimes, I remember even last season, played off the left wing. But like, I think Klopp is really pushing to get a winger like Julian Brandt or maybe even Eduardo Salvio from Benfica. So I'm sure FSG is gonna back him in January transfer window, and hopefully we can get that sorted to fill the void of Mane.
FSG has to understand that right now they're actually in a title race. They really do have a shot of winning their first Premier League title. So
it's gonna show their true colors.
Exactly. I feel like Klopp
they're serious.
Has money to spend. I feel like if he's done enough with Liverpool so far to merit pretty much a blank check. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
So he could go out in the transfer window and buy whatever player he deems necessary for the team. To get the results that they need, because they understand right now it's looking tough. It's looking Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, Arsenal all fighting for that
it's
one
go
spot.
down to the wire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Realistic, Arsenal's not gonna be fighting for anything.
Why?
They're just gonna be sitting on fourth place.
We'll see, man.
So taking the set piece stress you're having, what do you think the score is gonna be?
I still think we're gonna put a convincing performance. It should be 2-0.
2-0?
Yep.
I think the loss of Coutinho.
It's not a guaranteed loss though. He could
Here's
come
the
up
thing,
in the second half or anything.
Coutinho is to me, Coutinho's probably been their best player this season. Coutinho's 8 goals, 8 assists all competitions so far. So if he doesn't play, their offense could be stagnant. So I could see a Southampton upset, seeing how it is. They are playing at the St. Mary's Stadium. I actually would go with Southampton winning 2-1 at home.
Yeah.
But it will be a close fought game.
Man, I want to lean towards Southampton, especially because I heard what Thierry Henry said about their manager Claude Puel, and Thierry Henry said basically, Claude Puel's the type of manager that every training session he's gonna expect his players to improve, and he's a very assertive and a very demanding coach. So I think as the season goes on, Southampton's gonna improve. And for this game, I'm gonna go with the Southampton upset 1-0.
Oh, about Salman, you guys are crazy.
Thank you, Musa.
Because Liverpool's gonna score a goal in the first 20 minutes. After that, it's just gonna be a bloodbath of constant goals, and it's just not even gonna be close. It's
I
not
don't know,
simple.
man. Southampton's not bad. Like
They're not bad.
They're not. Southampton is defensively. They seem like a very well organized team. I don't think it could be a bloodbath like that.
Yeah.
If anything,
It's just
Liverpool
that
might score 1 or 2 goals, but nothing more than that.
Yeah.
Once they score their first goal, that's when it's gonna be over.
Floodgates open.
So going on to the next match, Man City versus Crystal Palace. This shouldn't take
Blowout.
Yeah,
Blowout.
this
Easy
Pep
peasy.
Guardiola-
easy
Blowout.
dubs, easy
Pep
dubs.
Guardiola tied his last game. I'm pretty sure he's looking forward to.
Yeah.
Even the players, they're out. They know they dropped crucial points against Borough in the last in the last minute, last
Yeah.
seconds. So they dropped crucial points. They're out for blood.
Mhm.
Golden Boy is gonna shine, guaranteed.
Who's the golden boy?
Who's the-
Kevin De
Kevin De
Bruyne.
Bruyne.
Kevin De Bruyne, the Golden Boy is gonna
KDB.
shine. It should be an easy dub. They shouldn't really break too much of a sweat. I don't think there's much to.
Only thing is, Man City's biggest weakness is the right and left back.
Yeah.
And Wilfred Zaha, as Dewey knows very well, is speak on him a little bit.
Yeah, this guy's been having an amazing season so far. Even though like he hasn't been getting as many crosses as he should, but he's been getting past his defenders. He's completed the most take-ons by any player in the Premier League
That's
this
crazy.
season, and still hasn't been called up to England, which is surprising.
Travesty.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
better
play-
than Lingard for my money.
100%.
no doubt.
Yeah.
Man U fans might hate to hear
So
that.
that could be the only concern, like Samran pointed.
Yes.
Left and right back is pretty weak, so Zaha's on the right wing, so
Mhm.
in the left back position, City could be exposed, especially if Wilfred Zaha gets in behind and crosses those balls to say
Here's the thing,
Benteke.
the history of Otamendi and John Stones of just going into tackles recklessly
Yeah.
and going on a one-on-one situation with Zaha. You think that might be a issue for them, conceding a penalty?
That could be definitely an issue, because I watched Argentina versus Brazil. I seen Otamendi play, and like he was just getting blown past by Coutinho. Coutinho just switched to the left once, and Zabaleta and Otamendi were left in his dust. Just on one play, like Coutinho just switched to the left side one time, and magic goal. They had no chance. So like, I'm not saying like.
Or could we expect something similar from Puncheon or something?
Yeah, Punchin could be a good shout.
Yeah.
I'd want to see on both wing for Crystal Palace. I
Pressure,
want to see
right?
Zaha and Townsend start together.
Yeah, that's a good one.
They need to exploit.
They gotta get balls in the
the-
box, man. I think.
100%. But at the same time, they also need to exploit Man City's lack of depth at the fullback position.
Yes.
It doesn't seem like Sanya's doubtful for that game as well. So they're going to be playing with Zabaleta, and it seems like
Clichy or
Clichy or
Kolarov.
Kolarov.
Yeah.
Clichy a little bit more pace than Kolarov, but still he hasn't been.
Both of them are too attacking.
That's the thing. So
Yeah.
they could be caught out. And Townsend and we know Zaha are speed merchants.
Yep.
They feed off counter-attacking
Mhm.
football. So it'll be interesting. And both have more Townsend who has a shot to him. Zaha not so much, but Zaha's very tricky. And if he could beat Zabaleta and have John Stones help,
Yeah.
that could create maybe a penalty here and there. So it'll be
Yeah.
interesting.
So score predictions. What do you guys think?
I'll say 3-0 City clean. Gundogan's gonna run the show for me.
I have Golden Boy's going to eat. I have a clean 4-1. I don't think their defense can get a clean sheet.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be like a 3-1. I agree, their defense been shambolic at times, so I think Benteke can probably grab one.
Yeah, I'll agree with you with the 3-1. Benteke is almost certain goal, especially in his recent form.
For sure, man.
On to our last Premier League game, Chelsea versus Middlesbrough.
Start us off, man. Chelsea.
Go in.
Today I just woke up to great news that Diego Costa and Hazard are both looking good for the game.
So
Wow.
they really.
Well, was that a doubt?
There was a doubt because Hazard got subbed off
Okay.
in his international game, and it looked like it was a knee issue,
Mm-hmm.
but it was clarified later that it was just for precaution. They didn't want to risk him.
Okay.
And Diego Costa, same thing with a training injury with Spain. Diego Costa was more serious, but it seems like he'll be good to go.
So imagine you went from maybe potentially not having your two best players this season to 100% they're going to be playing.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
My only concern, to be honest, is it's like... It's just a basic saying, if it's not broken, why change it, right?
Yeah.
So why would you... My only concern was Willian and Pedro.
Mm.
That's the two players that kind of...
That's what I was wondering. What's going to happen when Willian's 100% fit to play and who's going to get the start? I mean, Pedro's been having a wonderful season so far.
And if I'm Willian, like Pedro's older, like towards the end of his career, kind of. Willian's still entering his prime almost. If I'm not guaranteed start every game in game out, why do I want to stay? Right?
True.
Here's the thing.
That's a good
Willian,
question.
I don't know how his relationship with Chelsea is.
But what happens?
The relationship with Chelsea is great. There's nothing.
Yeah.
Well, he's never had any problems in the past.
But the thing is, you bring up a good point, Musa. What's the point if Conte changes and puts Willian in and he doesn't have the same impact that Pedro had in the past in the games where they've been since they switched that to the 3?
Here's the question: do you think this lineup will always produce for the rest of the Premier League?
No, but as long as they produce, why switch
Yeah,
it?
it's not guaranteed. You're right.
So there will be a time where Pedro isn't performing well, and that's when he
But
subs
then,
on.
yeah, bring on Willian, and if he plays really well and he makes a difference, then start him.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Isn't that how football works?
Yeah, but
Someone takes the chance, the opportunity is given, and he takes
Take
the
your
start.
chance,
course.
yeah.
Of course. So I don't think it's gonna be that tough of a match. Even
do you
though-
think Chelsea fans will do you think there'll be a backlash for Willian not starting?
Oh, no, no.
If
you
the
care?
if
Do
the
you care
results
that Willian's
if
not
the
starting?
results are coming, it doesn't make a difference at all.
If like if Pedro's having an amazing game and it's only a 1-0 and then he subs off Pedro, then there might be a little worry of why Conte would do that. But I don't even think.
Come on, 6 games, 15 goals scored,
there's no
0
reason.
conceded.
And
There's honestly no
no
reason to
reason.
switch up the lineup.
the
Yeah.
funny thing is that some people might say, "Oh, Willian tracks back," but people don't know that Pedro tracks back more than Willian. That he's a workhorse. He'll go all the way back, especially since Victor Moses is more attacking. I don't know how he's fitting into that.
Yeah,
He's playing very well as well.
Yeah.
Though.
So I don't think it's gonna be even close, to be honest. I think it's gonna be easy 2-3.
Who was the guy in Middlesbrough that worries? People should worry about.
I'm sure you should know that.
Yeah.
Adama Traore, man, he gave Arsenal a tough game. that game.
Matic better be keep an eye on him. Yeah.
If Matic is outplayed by him, we have Kante to take over. And if they both get outplayed together, they can stop him.
Yeah.
It's not a problem, to be honest.
But Riverside is looking like a tough place to play this season, so
Hopefully, maybe a Negredo late
Yeah.
header to get something. You never know.
you
Hopefully.
never know, man.
Maybe. You never know.
Chelsea should be in control the whole game.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
They will be in control. The only doubt is probably a counter-attack.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they catch us off guard at the beginning of the game. Because Middlesbrough doesn't have that many players on international break.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
true. Huh?
And,
They're
more
gonna be
fresh.
Yeah, they're gonna be a lot more
Yeah.
fresh.
So that's all
It'll be.
we can say.
I'm gonna be really looking to see how well if Moses can keep up his current form. He's
Yeah.
been very surprising. I've been a big fan of Moses.
It's
He
good
hasn't-
for him though.
It is. It is. Yeah. So it's. I hope he has a good game. Really a big fan of him.
So, what do you guys think of the scores? Should it any
Chelsea win easy.
Yeah, another
Yeah,
clean
that's-
sheet. So
Clean sheet.
clean sheet.
2-0.
Clean sheet. 2-3
Easy
goals, maybe even 4 goals. Wouldn't be too surprised the way the Chelsea's playing.
Yeah.
But all I can guarantee is another clean sheet for.
Yeah,
for
Costa
the Blues.
captain for fantasy.
Yeah, he's a fantasy.
Don't talk
Fantasy
about
alert.
fantasy. Don't talk about fantasy. Alright, so that's it for the Premier League. We're gonna take a short break and we're gonna come back to you with La Liga action. And we're back. As my good friend sounded
What's next?
We're coming back at you with Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid
Atletico.
at the Vincent Calderon, of course.
Wow, I hate that team.
Big
The
game.
Madrid derby.
It's a big
derby.
game because of where the teams stand in the table. They're all Barca and Atletico and Real Madrid are all right behind each other.
I think Villarreal is third right now. They're above.
surprisingly.
Surprisingly, they're above Atletico Madrid in the standing.
Yeah, but let's be realistic. That team's not gonna last.
It's not gonna last
It's not
that long, yeah.
Believe in Pato, guys.
Yeah.
So
Resurgence.
I think this week is perfect for Barcelona because they can get a good lead or probably be at the top. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
what do you guys think? Who has the edge over the other?
I think it's at Vincent Calderon. Diego Simeone, as Diri always talks about him, prepares his guys for the big games. Like he's like a general going to battle. Like I know strategically they're gonna sit back, and real talk, Yannick Carrasco looking at the world's best winger in this. He's so in form right now.
He's very good.
I
Yeah,
can't
I
go
agree.
against him right now. Either a tie or a draw. What do you guys think happening in the game? Rebel.
It's gonna be tough. Like you said, it's at the Vicente Calderon. They're a different animal. They're a different beast at the Vicente. As a Bayern fan, I know all too well playing at the Vicente.
It's a mission.
It is. We lost last year in the Champions League when we went there in the first game, and we also lost this season. It's tough, and I really believe they're gonna bounce back from that awful shambolic performance right before the international break against Sociedad, losing 2-0. I think Atletico Madrid will come out guns blazing. Maybe catch Madrid slipping. A lot of them coming back from international break as well. Maybe they could catch them. Like you said, like Musa said, Barcelona are winners because no matter the result, Barcelona should get an easy win this coming week. But I feel like this will be Real Madrid's biggest test so far for sure this season.
Only thing, Ronaldo got a couple of goals in international break.
Yeah.
So maybe his confidence a little bit better.
He hasn't been scoring that much.
Yeah.
It's been the Gareth Bale show.
It's been the Gareth Bale show.
Especially after he signed that contract, he's been on fire.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting to see for sure.
But yeah, Griezmann's always a threat.
Yeah. So I think I still think Atletico Madrid. I think they're gonna pull out of this one. I think Diego Simeone is gonna fire up his troops again and come out guns blazing. They don't want another loss to Real Madrid. Given the Champions League loss.
Yeah, those were
that was bad
heartbreaking.
Times for
Yeah.
them.
Penalty
So
miss.
they
But
kind of
when you set yourself up so well defensively, you always give yourself a chance to win, right?
exactly,
I mean,
and that's what they do best.
Simeone's known for that.
It's
you
a
have world-class
fortress over
defender-
there, right?
And now with Gaetan, Gamero, Carrasco, and Griezmann, he has a legit 4 guys going forward.
You guys need help.
Why?
Why?
You guys, are you aware that Atletico Madrid is playing the best team in Europe, the champions of Europe?
But the champions of Europe are not looking like that good right now. Like what happened in that
in the Champions League against Legia Warsaw.
Yeah, what was that?
And let me tell you this: what happened with Atletico Madrid in the league?
Okay, but so who are you comparing Sociedad to Legia Warsaw?
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
That's
no
not even a
comparison.
comparison.
But I'm telling you that Real Madrid, here's the thing: Real Madrid in the Champions League, they don't need to win every single time.
Why not?
It's better off if they end up getting second place.
In their group, they do need to. They're paired off with Borussia. They weren't able to get a game on them.
For me, in my opinion, it's better off as they come second place in that.
Who Real Madrid?
Real Madrid.
You're scaring me because I don't want to play Real Madrid,
That's exactly
man.
what I mean. It looks like they're because Barcelona is gonna be first place, of course, in their group. Dortmund will be first place in their group, so they can't match up with Dortmund. Arsenal is gonna be first place.
How about they get matched up with, say, Bayern? If Bayern gets
But Bayern, that's the thing.
Yeah,
See,
but why would they want to play Bayern right away though?
Or PSG.
exactly,
Why would they want to play
PSG.
Bayern right away?
But here's the thing: them coming first place is there's a highly like
They could get Leicester, right?
Yeah. See, like what if
Or Porto if they're first.
Yeah.
what if what's it called? What if Barcelona comes first place, Real Madrid comes second place, Atletico Madrid comes first place. There you go. You remove like half the good teams right there. No Bayern,
True.
no
You
Man
can't face
City,
each other.
and they won't have to deal with anything. But if they come first place and Barcelona comes first place and Atletico comes first place, then that opens up so many chances of them meeting up. But anyways, you guys don't give enough credit to Ronaldo. Ronaldo everybody's just saying, oh, he's on the downfall. He's not playing that great. He's still Ronaldo.
I think the torch has been passed.
Of course,
I think it's going to Bale's hands right now. It's a relay right now.
Of course, it's not the same Ronaldo that dribbles through everybody. But his finishing is still one of the best in the world.
And yet, with guys like Modric, he's going to get the ball in the right places. So
And Modric coming back after picking up injury. I don't know if he'll get the start or not, but I know he's.
I understand, but Atletico at home is a different beast. They
But-
defend so well.
the question is, what if Madrid sits back with Casemiro playing too? They could switch it up on Diego Simeone.
Then I don't see Atletico Madrid conceding, to be honest. So it could be a draw. It could be a very lackluster game.
Yeah.
Or especially if Casemiro is being played and they sit back. Or it could be one of those games where Atletico Madrid catch them on a
I
counter.
feel like Real Madrid's just gonna get frustrated.
They could.
Atletico Madrid plays a very frustrating game. Very, very frustrating. Simeone knows how to play that type of game. He's
very
very
disciplined.
very disciplined.
So what do you guys see happening in the game?
I have Atletico Madrid winning slightly or a draw.
I think I'll agree with that, man.
I don't see them losing at home.
I don't see Atletico Madrid winning.
Oh,
Yo,
They need to win though.
They need
They
to
are
win.
fourth right now.
yeah.
But
They cannot. I know. I can tell
pressure's
you.
on them to win.
The
Yeah.
pressure's on them to win. They have Villarreal on top of them.
exactly, Real Madrid can afford a draw.
True.
Because
They
if
they can, but they know Barcelona's gonna win this weekend, and then they're back at being even with.
They
Barca.
won't have that mindset. It's Real Madrid.
Real Madrid have that mindset. They have a lot of pressure to win every game. That's the type of pressure that they're playing under.
Well, do you think Felipe Luis can stop Gareth Bale at his form right now?
But
He will get caught
as a
off.
unit though.
as a unit though, that's how
That's
But
the
here-
difference.
Athletic Madrid play.
that's what- like Salman said, if Real Madrid just has to sit back, it's an easy Real Madrid win. It's not even close.
It'll be interesting. Any
Because
final?
Gareth
I don't
Bale
see-
Gareth Bale doesn't even defend that much anymore. So if Felipe Luis is gonna be so high up that one little mistake on offense, just
Nah, I think Atletico Madrid. If Real Madrid chooses to sit back, Atletico Madrid is just gonna reciprocate and.
it's
Yeah.
more
do
it's
the
more of a
same as
must
well.
win for Atletico than it is Real.
But thing is, they expect Madrid to attack more, right?
Of course.
Yeah. That's
so
true.
the guy and Ronaldo doesn't want to sit back the entire game.
yeah, but that's one player.
True. That's
I still see Atletico
Ti-
Madrid
or
win
tie
or
game.
draw.
yeah.
They're gonna grind it out. They're gonna show a lot more heart, I believe, than Real Madrid in terms of that
Totally
they know
agree with that.
Yeah.
how big this win would be.
Possibly, but your boy Carrasco is coming off 2 international games.
Belgium, he looked like one of the top players. I don't know. Tough game to call, but I'll say tie.
There have been reports.
You guys
that,
agree? Tie or win?
Atletico Madrid win or by a goal or a
Yeah.
draw.
It's gonna be a draw or a very
Our
slight.
safest bet is a draw.
Yeah, it seems better to draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we can
Yes.
all agree to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, on to a different league. Robel, Bayern Munich playing Dortmund.
Yeah,
And
their
can you-
classicer.
Talk about both sides, not just the Mia San Mia.
Okay, what I'll say is this: we're not looking, especially defensively, we're not looking as good as I thought we were gonna be. To be honest, it was looking like we were gonna hopefully not concede the whole season long. I remember we did start really
It's
really
not
well.
working for you right now.
It's not working at all. It's very sad, actually.
I think you told me that was the best back line ever.
We did start. We did not concede for the first, I believe, 4 or 5 games. We did not concede, and then the floodgates just started opening, and we just couldn't stop conceding. That's the problem. I really do believe the Atletico loss hurt us so badly. That was the first game, other than the Schalke game, where we really tested, and we just fell flat. We couldn't score. Just offensively, we were lacking, and just it really showed me how superior Atletico is at home. They're really a different monster.
They're not superior in terms of players. They figured you guys out.
Football is a team sport.
Yeah.
Right? So like they were able to play as a team and
Yeah.
they were able to get that win with a moment of brilliance from your boy Carrasco.
For sure.
Right? So and it's never an easy task to stop Bayern from scoring with all their world class players.
But here's the thing with Carlo Ancelotti, I always said that him having a great team is never gonna work out against the small teams.
Yeah.
But he shows up in the big games.
Atletico Madrid was a big game though. was it
Except
not?
was-
2005.
Except 2005.
That faithful.
Atletico Madrid was a big game, but like every other human being,
You
you
guys
can't be
missed it.
perfect.
I-
It happens, but I feel like
It just seems like we're making the same mistakes we did under Pep.
yeah. But the thing is, you guys having Dortmund at this time is perfect because they're not that great as well.
Yeah, they've been flustering, but let's not forget Aubameyang right now.
Mhm.
He came off, as you guys remember, he was suspended, I believe, for the Champions League game that they did end up winning.
Yep.
He comes back against Hamburg, 4 goals.
4 goals.
4 goals. What a statement, right? Comes back against Hamburg, scores 4 goals. I think now he is the top scorer, I believe, in the Bundesliga with
Yeah.
Modest second. And imagine my main man, Lewandowski.
Before the season started, they had like a Twitter beef. I remember that. It was pretty cool.
And it's not looking too good for Lewandowski. I mean, Muller's not even in that conversation.
Yeah.
He hasn't even scored a Bundesliga
Muller looks like a
goal
shadow of himself, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
it's
He's
very,
out of it.
yet. He's very out of it.
He could be waiting for this moment to show up.
Yeah.
The thing is, I never like to. I did have a love-hate relationship, but I never like to disrespect Muller because he does come up in big games. But who could forget that Atletico penalty miss? That'll haunt me. That'll haunt me.
So, what do you think is gonna be the outcome?
Without Vidal too, right?
Yeah.
Vidal's is questionable abductor injury.
Oh,
So,
okay.
what is your take on that with Vidal and without Vidal?
With Vidal, I always give us a chance to win no matter who we're playing. Doesn't matter if it's Real Madrid. Doesn't matter Barcelona.
Does that mean you're having some doubt about even getting a point?
Real Madrid. Vidal is our
'Cause
conductor. He's our maestro in the midfield.
Because who's gonna mark Julian Weigl, right?
It's not really him I'm worried about, to be honest. And like Vidal does a lot of the work, but it's more can we keep up with Aubameyang? Because Hummels and Boateng like to play a high line because we like to press a lot, and that's how we get caught a lot on the counterattack. So it'll
Very
be interesting to see how we mark and how we defend as a unit against Aubameyang because we know they're gonna exploit his speed. He's not a target man. He's more of a get in behind the
Yeah,
defender.
through balls and
exactly, through balls, and he thrives off that. So
Just trust in Joshua Kimmich, man.
it that it seems like he's been looking as a better striker than Mueller. He might be Mueller's replacement on the national team, huh? But it should be a hot fight. I would personally be happy with a draw.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if Vidal doesn't play. I feel like a draw could be something that we should go in for because we have been caught out on the counter-attack
Very
a lot.
true.
If Vidal plays, I feel like we should go for a win. We have enough players. We have world-class players to go for a win, and they haven't been looking that... defensively, they've been a shell of themselves.
Yeah.
So we should definitely try and go for a win. But if Vidal isn't playing, and especially in the first half, if it's not looking well, Ancelotti should play his cards right and just sit back. We don't want to lose, right?
Mhm.
Because there's another big game also that we're counting on, Leipzig versus Bayer Leverkusen,
Yeah.
that we're hoping Leverkusen can steal a point off Leipzig, right?
Yeah.
So a point would be good.
Well, with Ancelotti's history, I feel like this is just going to be one of those 0-0 boring games. Like, I don't know.
It could be.
I feel like we could bounce back because before the international break we played against Hoffenheim and that was we didn't even score. They scored. It was their own goal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So offensively, we haven't been clicking the same way I wanted us to. We haven't been looking like the superior team that everyone made us out to be at the start of the season with our back line, and it looked like we had all the pieces together.
Yeah.
Kind of looking like Chelsea when they won the Premier League, when they had all the pieces together, right? So I hope that we do well, but Borussia Dortmund are a different animal, especially when Tuchel gets them motivated
Yep.
in big games.
And the games end, Signal Iduna Park,
we
right?
did see them against Real Madrid. So
So, what do you think? Is it going to be a boring 0-0? Do you agree with me? Or we
No, I think Bayern's gonna be shocked. I think these young boys in Dortmund are really gonna come out fired up. Christian Pulisic,
Usman.
Ousmane Dembele, Julian Weigl, Emre Moore, Rafael
Guerrero,
Guerrero.
yeah.
All these guys are gonna be really fired up for this match again.
And I think
Yeah, but
they're
Usman-
more athletic than Bayern Munich, man.
Yes.
Like Philipp Lahm, like, I know he's tactically very good, but for me, I think Borussia's going to win this game, win it easily,
I agree, man.
and we'll see.
I'm not worried about Ousmane Dembele. He can't finish his meal, let alone a chance.
What, you trying to say he's skinny?
Yeah,
You never know.
I guess we'll just
Tomorrow
have to see.
should be
Yeah, be a good game.
Yeah.
And going into Serie A, there's only one game, and to be honest, Serie A isn't one of the greatest leagues. But
It
this-
used
It's
to
not,
be.
it's not what it once was.
but
Yeah,
this
let's
is
just
just
say
a
that.
game we have to talk about: Inter Milan versus AC Milan.
Yo, for me, it's like a throwback Thursday type of game because it's like back in the day, this game used to have so much value. Like this game used to have so much value. I remember,
And now people
the biggest
just-
names of the world
Exactly.
used to play in this
Just
game.
playing this game.
Can't even name a few players now.
Yeah,
It's hard.
like
Well, seeing how AC Milan is on form right now, and they're playing home, I don't think it's gonna be that close. Even though Inter Milan has those big.
a
big
couple of semi-big names,
But
right?
it'll be interesting to see how their new manager, as you all know,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you
Prepares
heard,
for this
Deborah
match.
been sacked. You sacked over the phone.
over the phone.
Exactly. So it'll be interesting how the new manager preps his team because his first game was against Crotone. Not much of a challenge.
Mhm.
Easy 3-0 win.
Yeah.
This is his first big test. You'll see. I want to see how he's able to manage AC Milan.
Man, I'm just excited if Inter Milan season doesn't go well. Like, there's players you can. I'm looking for Arsenal to buy Ivan Perisic.
Ivan,
Yeah.
what a
You
player
know?
he is.
A lot of
Very
players,
good player.
A lot of players you can
A lot of
take from.
films. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
one player who hasn't been living up to expectations for sure, Kondogbia. I'm pretty sure you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
can agree.
Yeah.
Kondogbia is just a shell of himself of what he once was at Monaco.
Yeah.
He hasn't been.
Thing is, this
performing at
team
all.
has been being carried by one man and one man only.
Moro,
Yeah, Moro.
Cardi.
That guy
Cardi,
is
yeah.
man on a mission.
Do you think he has the capabilities of carrying his team to a win in AC Milan, or?
Thing is, I don't know. AC Milan's been flying high, man.
Yeah.
It's like
I feel like this is just not gonna be one of those classics. I just
Like a easy win for AC Milan?
Easy win for AC Milan.
I
The
feel
young
AC
guns,
Milan,
right?
AC Milan should breeze through this, barring a spectacular show from Mr. Steal Your Girl. We know what Icardi did.
I still think it's gonna be a close one. Should be around 2-1 probably for AC though.
We'll give him credit for.
Shout out to my boy Suzo.
Well, that's it for Serie A. We're gonna take a short break and come back at you with big Champions League games coming up. And we're back. Not Soccer Hatchery again. Well, we're gonna start off with Champions League. The Bayern Leverkusen group.
Who's in that group again?
It's a tough group.
Monaco, right? CSK.
It's Group E in the Champions League. For those of you who want to look at it visually, it's Monaco, Bayern Leverkusen, Tottenham, and Moscow. It's CSKA Moscow first.
And what's the points at?
So Monaco's at first place with 8 points, Bayern Leverkusen with 6 points, Tottenham with 4 points, and Moscow with 2 points. So it's very, very, very close. Anybody can come out of this.
Yeah.
Even Moscow is sitting at 2 points; they can still come out of it.
And who what's the fixtures for this?
This week, this is why it's very big because Bayer Leverkusen is playing Moscow.
Okay.
And Moscow, and it's in Russia. So if Moscow want to have any hope of,
It's a must win.
it's a must-win.
Mhm.
Moscow is a must-win game for their last 2 games.
Here's what's very, like, I don't understand. How is Tottenham doing so bad?
Because they're shit.
Well, they were missing Harry Kane.
Okay, this
though.
come from Arsenal.
Very
For
true.
most of the games they're missing
Harry
Harry
Kane
Kane.
is probably is a huge player not to have.
Yeah, he's their focal point.
He's their focal point, especially
He's
on
their
offense.
goal
yeah.
scorer.
He's their goal scorer.
There's no goals in it.
Who's
Eriksen
good on
this year.
CSKA Moscow? What's their? Cause they used to have like Seydou Doumbia back a couple of
Yeah.
years ago. Who's their talisman? Anyone?
I don't know.
Not
they
really. I just know that they
Traore.
have their weak spot is for sure. There was a stat that Akinfeev has yet to have a clean sheet in the Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not looking.
No, like ever. Like he's never not conceded.
It is in Russia, so that's a very different place to play in.
Yeah.
I
Those
remember
cold,
even-
wet nights.
It's probably
in
snowing,
Russia.
right?
Yeah.
Reminds
Yeah.
you of Stoke. It's like-
Well, and then you have Tottenham playing against the first place in that group, Monaco in France. So
Monaco do not sleep on
Who's the boy on that team?
Thomas Lamar.
Ah.
So
They
it-
have young
it-
guns. Thomas
is
Lamar
this
on the.
like Emmanuel Riviere? That was
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was his last potential.
No.
This is why injuries hampered by injuries.
But Monaco's flying high, man.
Here's the thing, Tottenham with their back four and how Falcao seems like he's
He's back.
LT Gray's back.
You think he'll cause them trouble in the back, especially since Monaco is very, very good at home.
Very
As
good.
you can recall,
Yes.
a couple years
please.
ago,
Yeah,
That
round
was-
of 16.
round of 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yannick.
Never forget Kondogbia. Never forget that long shot. Even though it did take a deflection, what a disastrous game that was.
And Monaco plays well against English teams, anyways.
Yeah.
It's not an easy place, easy place to play at. But Tottenham, I think
With
going
Harry Kane back, it should.
they're going to try to get a win. Easy, I think. Not easy, but like they're going to go for it. I think
They're gonna go for the win.
people are
for sure.
aggressive.
Especially after that loss to Bayer Leverkusen, they're gonna try and gun for. They
Yes.
need to make up ground, especially.
It's a very interesting group. Who
It
do you
is.
guys have coming through out of it?
Man, I think Monaco, man, they're a free scoring team right now. They're
Mhm.
leading Europe in
Yes.
the most goals scored at 36 goals.
LT Gray's back. Dude.
Yeah, man, and this
LT
guy-
is back.
This guy's being fed by like the likes of Thomas Lamar.
Yeah.
Bernardo Silva.
Silva, that guy's a little
And who do you
magician.
guys got second in that group?
That's tough.
Spurs or Leverkusen? I got
Thing is,
Leverkusen.
on
Yeah.
based on Leverkusen's domestic form,
Yeah.
I have Spurs going through. They've been really Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
So I have Spurs-
Here's
Spurs
what
and-
you guys aren't taking into account. So you have, if Bayer Leverkusen and Monaco win this week,
hmm
it's over for Spurs.
Yes, I think so.
There's like point wise, it's impossible to come out of it. And if Tottenham are somehow able to get a point out of Moscow,
They need Leverkusen to lose.
they need Leverkusen to lose. But here's if Leverkusen wins and they get a tie,
So it's a must-win for Tottenham.
it's
Yeah.
a must win. Because here's your next week's fixtures is Tottenham against Moscow, which should be an easy win.
Yeah, that should. Is it? Are they playing at home?
Tottenham's playing home, but Wembley. What is Wembley to Tottenham?
Yeah, Wembley's not a true home for them.
And Monaco's playing in Germany, Bayern Leverkusen.
That'll be a tough one.
Yeah.
In Germany, it's never easy to play in Germany. So
See,
Agreed,
As
agreed.
a Chelsea fan, I hope Tottenham just get dusted off. I don't even want them to even. I want them in Europa League. That's all I want.
Yeah, that's my wish too. But to be honest, even if they do go through, I don't see them passing round of 16.
Not at all, unless they get
not at
lucky,
all.
you know?
No way.
Yeah,
But
but
it's Monaco first, Bayern Leverkusen second.
Agreed.
I guess we could all
agreed,
agree.
totally.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna go out on a limb, even though I'm the.
Are you a Spurs fan?
I'm not a Spurs fan. Trust me, I'm not a Spurs fan. But I've seen Bayer Leverkusen in the domestic form, Jekyll and Hyde. They're very inconsistent. I can see Tottenham squeezing
Mhm.
through as second place.
We'll see.
Well, that's it with Group E. Now on to another big group. Even though it's kind of
It's a two-man group.
it's kind of a two-man group with like a slight hope,
Yeah.
slim of hope for another team. It's the Group H with Sevilla, Juventus, Lyon, and Dinamo Zagreb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sevilla is in the lead with 10 points, Juventus with 8 points, and then Lyon with 4.
Who would have thought, though, right? I'm pretty sure before the Champions League started, we thought Juventus would leave that group, especially with their additions of Higuain, 94 million man.
Dani Alves.
We thought. I honestly
But
thought.
hey, you know who Sevilla added? Samir Nasri.
As well as a new coach,
New
George
coach.
Sampaoli.
Sampaoli, man.
And he's changing things.
They lost
over there.
Unas Emery, but
But
they're still
this
staying.
is what you guys are forgetting. You guys are not talking about Steven Nzonzi. What a season he's having.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He's being courted back to England, man. English
Who would have
teams,
thought
yeah.
that too? Like,
But here's the thing: Juventus is a big game for them.
yeah.
The most difficult thing is they have to go to Spain.
No, they messed up Juventus in that last game against Lyon.
Yeah.
They had
Yeah.
that game. What an awful performance at home.
But it's funny because the first time they played Lyon, they won, even though they were man down.
Yeah, with
man down,
Quadrado.
Yeah, Quadrado scored a banger.
Banger goal.
So it's
and
almost
and
like
then at home, they concede
You
near the
expect
end.
them.
I
Yeah.
expect them to play well.
Yeah.
Bonucci had a good game, but
Mhm.
they were really shaky. They didn't look like the Juventus we've all come to know and love defensively.
Here's a question I have for you guys: is there any hope for Lyon, or is it just over?
Nah, I think it's over.
They're too young. That's the problem.
They're sitting at third place. Sorry, with 4 points.
Mhm.
They have 2 games: one against Dinamo, and one against Sevilla.
I expect them to win against Dinamo. I expect them.
Is there any hope of them beating Sevilla? It's in France, in Lyon, so is there?
They're headed to Europa League,
It
man.
seems
Nah,
like they could
Europa
be-
League bound. I
Yeah.
agree.
To be honest, it could have been a whole lot different had Lacazette scored that penalty against Juventus in France.
Lacazette's not looking.
Yeah, Lacazette.
I'm happy we
It's
didn't
weird.
sign him.
The way he started,
No,
and
domestically, he's looking
domestically
good,
he's
though.
playing well,
He's
but
playing
against
well.
these big European clubs, like
He's falling off.
he's not showing his class.
He
I
doesn't
don't
even
know.
have that like his service isn't that great.
But if
He doesn't-
Fekir's
Fekir
been falling off.
and
Yeah, I know,
Gazelle
but
and
six-
Gazelle's not
six-
looking that nice.
Yeah, but Fekir, he was doing really well till that injury happened.
Injury
killed that
Yeah,
injury.
that
He lost.
injury
He looked like
really-
he lost a step.
I mean, ACL injury, it's
True.
really hard to come back 100%.
Very true. Very true.
So who do you guys have coming out first and second? Since we agree it's a 2-man race, I feel like Juventus can pull through their experience and class. Sevilla has always been a Europa League team.
And I think
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
Samir
But I
Nasri's out.
think Sampaoli changed that mentality.
Yeah,
He could've
Sampaoli
changed it.
is manager. He's looking like a very good manager. Other
Yeah.
than barring that Barca defeat where they were up, they kind of
Yeah.
lost their.
Mhm.
So
and
what do you
Mojo?
guys think?
I got Juventus coming out with Sevilla, of course.
I got Juventus and Sevilla, but I have Sevilla first and Juventus second.
I agree
That
with
group.
Robel on that
I
one.
have Sevilla first.
I think Juventus is just gonna.
Yeah, I'll agree.
And finally, to the biggest game of probably the Champions League, and ironically, the 2 biggest games this week is both involving Arsenal.
North London's hot right
And
now.
it's-
PSG coming through to Emirates.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Truth be told, it's a must-win game for us. The last time we finished top of the group, I can't even remember. And this year,
It was never with Bayern.
I don't want to hear that stuff, man.
It's a 2-man race, clearly.
It's a two-man race, but thing is, like, it's a statement game. More than I don't even mind if you finish second, like, because the draw never benefits us anyways. You're gonna get either Madrid or someone, even if you finish
But
first.
you guys got Monaco last time.
I know, even when it benefited you, you
And
didn't
we
do
had
anything. with
Olivier
it.
Giroud missing sitters or whatever.
That's true.
Okay, but
Okay.
this
But
game,
he's a top 5 striker.
this
though.
game comes down to one thing for me. Again, if PSG is smart enough to exploit that weak right back situation with Jenkinson and they play like Di Maria down the wing, how is Jenkinson gonna deal with Di Maria? Like
I mean, different
I mean,
classes.
different
of
class
players.
of players.
It is,
Like
but thinking of it, Di Maria is the best when he's on the right side.
It's very true.
So maybe you have slim hope of Monreal.
yeah.
But who's gonna play on the left?
Lucas-
maybe?
Lucas
Do we
Moura?
see- and Lucas Moura sometimes has his games when he's
the fact that
hot,
he doesn't have
and
his
sometimes
games.
it doesn't. You need Lucas
Here's
Moura
the
where he
thing,
doesn't have his
Lucas
game.
Moura, I feel like he's a smart guy, and he'll know that Jenkinson doesn't have the pace. I
Yes.
think he's just
It'll
gonna
give him
have-
more confidence. You know that, right?
It will.
So-
It will. He's gonna go to the game like rubbing his hands.
Yeah,
like,
like Birdman. He's gonna be in there
Yeah.
like Birdman, cash money.
But,
so he's good.
like I know. Like, I think Cavani is a threat, but I think Koscielny, Mustafi.
Here's the
got
thing, though:
down
is
the middle.
Cavani gonna miss all those chances he did against?
Yes.
Like
you
the
guys?
first game.
No way.
Yeah,
no way.
right now-
My question is this: does Wenger play Ospina over Czech again?
Well, he tends to do that, and he gives Ospina the chance.
What? What
Like,
is
I
that?
don't-
What does that even
That's
mean?
not even close. Why would you bench?
But he
bench
did that-
the greatest Premier League goalie of all time.
Yo, you're saying that now, but I disagree
Oh,
with that. We can talk about that later. But I'm saying, if Czech's gonna play against United this Saturday, and then Tuesday he's gonna play Ospina.
He's a goalie though, but like
He's a
I
goalie.
know.
It's
but-
Sven Ulreich has not touched the field yet for Bayern. Neuer plays every game. You have to play your best goalie
But
every game.
but be
No,
honest,
it's
is Ospina really that bad? No, he's
not
he's
that
playing
bad.
for
But thing
Colombian
is, Czech-
national
but
team.
Czech gives you this calmness about him, though. about the
there's only,
team.
there's only one problem with Czech, and of course it's the near post.
Yeah, he doesn't get down
But-
quick enough.
But like, we gonna bench a top class goalkeeper just because of what that one.
But the thing is, Ospina had a top class game against PSG in Paris, right? And
Exactly.
he kept us in the game. So, like, anything else I think that worries you about? Like, who do you guys got winning that game, anyways?
The PSG, my boy Verratti is gonna run that show.
Man,
Who's
again,
going to be
you-
the midfield? It's going to be Verratti, Matuidi, and Mota.
Pastore, I'm
Or
guessing.
maybe
Krakowiak?
Mota's been having.
Krakowiak, yeah.
He's been playing very well.
That guy
He's been
scares me.
playing very well.
Krakowiak is a
Yeah.
big
But
time.
Krakowiak might not start though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
then
might
again, they
not.
were playing Matuidi on the wing.
They-
I remember
yeah.
in some domestic games they played
Man,
Matuidi as a left.
The thing I worried
And if-
about it,
that shouldn't be that shouldn't trouble you too
I
much.
think
If it's
Wenger-
Jenkinson against Matuidi.
Wenger is going to try to be to outsmart people. He's going to play Ramsey in the middle. I think.
And
No,
what will
I
that
think
do?
that's gonna backfire, man.
Ramsey cannot get through one.
There's only one thing that'll happen. The next day, someone will die. That's the only thing.
No.
That's the only thing that'll happen.
Like-
Someone will die.
Like,
Here's the thing, Ramsey doesn't have. I don't think he's as good as he used to be.
the injury have hurt him too much over
Too
the
much.
over the
And I don't
time.
think if PSG decides to start Mota, Matuidi, and Verratti, I don't think Ramsey can.
But then
No
again,
one's gonna get through that.
No
you
one's
guys
gonna
seen
get-
Ramsey in Euros, man.
Of course.
Yeah.
And here's
But-
But the thing is,
He's in a different role.
he has to
I
play
know.
in the Ozil role.
Exactly.
So, and another thing you guys are forgetting, I can't believe I'm saying it, but Arsene Wenger is the best at closing a Champions League run for Arsenal. If you look back last year, or
In the
yeah,
group
or-
stages, yeah.
Yeah, there were 3 games left. And
Yeah.
They were like 2 points.
It was must win.
It was
Yeah.
must
yeah.
wins for all of
The-
them, and he got every
The
single one.
big wins at Olympiacos and stuff.
Olympiacos was a big one, so you never know.
What a big
Well,
win for Arsenal.
I hope we counter a little bit for that game, like compared to the Man U game where I hope we get the possession and we attack more. I think counter wouldn't be the worst strategy against PSG. But then
I'm
again,
interested to see who PSG play at in their back line.
who do you got?
Marquinhos is gonna start, of course. He's
Marquinhos,
looking like a
Thiago
beast.
Silva, of course.
Yeah, and then Serge Aurier.
And then you got
what's-
Kurzawa, right?
Kurzawa,
He
Kurzawa.
took Maxwell's position.
He's up and
Yeah.
comer. You guys,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys gotta watch
Kurzawa's
out
very
for.
good. But also, I don't know if you guys heard Presnel Kimpembe.
Yeah, he just signed a new deal right now.
He's
on the
a
come up?
youngster,
Yeah.
on the come up. Yeah, exactly. He's
Young center back,
Mhm.
very talented.
very talented.
So probably gonna end up dealing with the same thing that Luis and Marquinhos has dealt with.
Probably.
He is gonna get. So, Salman, what are you hoping for? What do you think is gonna happen?
Can Arsenal get 2 big wins against 2 big teams?
Man, November's
In a
never
few
been kind
games.
to us. My
Honestly.
thing is, if we do really, really good against Man U, we're gonna tie against PSG.
You don't think you'll have enough
No,
juice? Or
I don't think we. Especially with Carzola out, and we're missing Bellerin.
What is
Sanchez might not even be fully, even though he played for.
Yeah, thing is, Sanchez plays like a dog, right? He's gonna run his ass against Man U so hard. I don't know how he's gonna come back.
He
Like-
might pull a hamstring.
Pull
Who
it-
knows?
Never know.
I
Here's
know.
the thing, though.
But
What
yo,
a
Arsenal's gonna
statement!
win.
What a statement it would be to win both big games. What a statement
That would
from
be
Wenger.
huge.
You guys would develop some sort of mentality, a lot of backing from the Arsenal. I feel like you guys need that right now.
Yo, it's a good,
November's never been nice.
it's
as
a
you
good
said.
time to be an Arsenal fan before these games because you're amped to watch them. But
Yeah.
after, you're not feeling that nice. We'll see. What do you guys think? Win, loss, draw?
To be honest,
you know, Arsenal might settle for a draw. If a 0-0 draw or 1-1 draw, Arsenal comes up top of the group.
Because you have one more game left.
No,
I'll be honest.
Oh, there is one more.
There's,
game left.
yeah, there's game week 5,
But
right?
I feel like regardless of the game, the next game, they're both gonna get the win.
Mm-hmm.
So a 0-0 draw for Arsenal will be perfect because they end up leading with
Here's the thing.
Head to head, yes.
Even in the first game, I thought PSG was the better team, especially at Parc des Princes. Cavani was missing sitters. Let's be honest
Yeah,
here.
but it's
Does
still,
lightning strike the same place twice?
But if you
That's
remember,
the
that was
question.
still very early in the season, man.
very
I-
early in the season.
I understand, but still, Cavani. I don't think you give him those chances again. They were able to get in behind Arsenal's defenses
Yeah.
so easily. You know, I think they could exploit that again. And Cavani won't miss those chances again. I feel like Cavani's going to be pumped. He knows what happened.
So you got PSG taking it?
He was heckled. I feel like PSG is going to come away with 1 goal or 2 goal win.
Fair enough, man. I don't know.
well, the thing is, this is do or die game for both teams. Like, we all know they're gonna win their last group stage game, right?
Or tie together, whatever.
Yeah, or tie together. But this game is the pinnacle game. It's the most important game of the entire group. But I don't know. I think PSG might pull through for this one. I think it might be like a 2-1. But if we're being honest here, both teams, I don't see them going far in this Champions League.
Not at all.
They're
So
not as complete as the
I
other
don't
teams.
think they're real contenders for this year. So
So you never know. They could have a lucky run.
They could be the Juventus, huh?
They can have a lucky runs up in the future, and then have one big matchup being in the semifinals.
That's what Champions League is all about form, man. If you get hot at the
Form-
right time,
It's not form and luck as well. Who
like,
you
yeah,
draw.
the tie. Yeah, very true.
Well,
Real
Unai
Madrid last
Emery,
season
yeah.
drew. Who did they drew? They drew Wolfsburg, right?
And Unai
Yeah.
Emery is a very good cup
He's a
tournament
cup-
coach. Yes.
Exactly. So he knows how to prepare.
So,
I'll go with the draw, man. Yeah.
will you be happy with the draw?
I'll take it.
Playing
Well,
it safe, huh?
Yeah, I know. As a fan, you should always gun for the win, not a draw
Come on,
mentality.
Emirates, man.
We'll see.
That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed our first episode. There'll be more to come, of course, and probably more debate situations. It doesn't seem like we had a lot to debate with today. But thanks for listening. Links will be at the bottom for all our social media and website. Please give us a visit, a subscription, a like, a follow, whatever. Thank you. Guys, have any last messages to say?
Don't miss their classicer. Bayern will run right.
We
I
will never
promise
walk
you
alone.
this.
We're winning the league this year, guys.
I won't be like that. It was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys come back to it for another episode down the line.
Just
Take it easy.
remember, blue is the color. London is blue and will always be blue.
Peace.